So we're on the ferry, the Knoydart ferry, and this is an experience in itself. There's everything here. There's all local shopping, tourism. It's awesome. Have a look around. There we go. We're all crammed on. All the rucksacks. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to get climbing the Munros. Good morning and welcome to day 64 of my Munro challenge. I'm over at Knoydart. Really looking forward to these few Munros over the next couple of days. This is route number 84 and I'm going to do Luinne Bheinn and Meall Buidhe, which translate to the Sea Swelling Hill and the Yellow Round Hill. Very long day today. Guidebook suggests anything up to 13 hours. So let's get on with it. So I'm just following the small road out of Knoydart in Bury. And ever so shortly I'll be hanging a left and heading up the hill. So here we go. Track to Derb Lochan, which is the track I need. So we're just leaving the bay and we're heading up through this track now. So I've got to a fork in the track. I'm going to hang a right here through the gate and continue up towards the Lochan. So I've encountered my first deer of this part of the walk. There's quite a few deer ahead. I don't know what Stan's going to make of these. So a quick map check, and that monument you can see there is Tora Balben. Apparently my pronunciation is still as bad as it ever was. We will be on this track again coming back, but I'll be cutting off it shortly and starting an ascent over there. So there we have it. This is the track going up to the Lochan, which we'll come back on later today. And here's a fork in the track heading this way. Now I'm expecting to cross a bridge any minute now on this right turn, which we'll take, and then we'll head up the glen. So here we are, crossing the burn, the glen. Now we've got a choice of paths here. Well, I don't have a choice. The path and it skirts up the side of the glen that way, but the guidebook suggests we meander up the side to the crest of the on the top of that hill there, pathless. So I'm going to do what the guidebook says and make my way to that ridge, and then we'll follow the ridge towards, well, quite a long way to go, but up towards the summit. So we're cutting up this very steep side. I picked up a faint trod, so either the local deer had the same idea, or indeed other Munro baggers. So anyway, on a faint trod. So that's encouraging. Wow, look at that. Wow, that was steep and it was pathless. So it's pretty much pathless up here. So I'm just going to make a beeline really for the top and see where it takes us. I have to say it's been hard going, and I've just picked up this faint path heading in the same direction towards the summit, which is a bit of a respite really on the terrain I've been crossing prior. Hopefully this path will take me to the top. Wow, what a view. That's Lochan. The track I took earlier was heading towards that, and indeed we'll head back down towards that when we return later today. There's Knoydart in the distance. I think I'm around about 600 metres here, so we've still got about 350 metres of ascent, so a fair way to go. Wow, there we go. That's the first view of the top. Stunning. Wow, now that's a better view. Look at that. Just going to follow the ridge line all the way to the top. So here we are at the top, Meall Buidhe. Wow. And look over there in the background, that's the next one. That's Luinne Bheinn. Wow. Looks a bit of a slog over there to that one. So, just dropping off. I'm going to skirt round all the way around the crag line. It doesn't look too far, but I've been told it's a very long way. Just looking back, Meall Buidhe, little pockets of snow. There's a cairn here, that's 930, it's 60 metres lower than Meall Buidhe over there. So we're going down here now, we're going to follow this ridge down. Some fabulous scenery, look how steep this path is. Absolutely awesome. So I'm down at the Mull, and it's been quite a rocky path, difficult, very steep in places. So we're now going to head up this craggy outcrop and then skirt round the other side to the ridge line and then head over to the summit. So there's quite a long way to go yet, quite a lot of climbing to do. I'm looking at the terrain, I think it's going to be quite awkward. So there she blows, Luinne Bheinn. So we're just dropping down to the corrie, the Bielach, and the corrie. It's Bielach Aber, and I believe that's Corrie Aber over there on the right. So we're going to head over that way. Then we're going to skirt round to the summit. Wow, that looks steep. So we're at the Bielach and we're about to start the ascent. Looks like it's going to be a tough one. Long way to the top. So the path isn't actually as steep as what you would have imagined. It's climbing through all these crags and rocks and such like at quite a steady pace. So we're going to get up there and eventually we'll hang a left and aim for the summit, which will be hidden over there. So you can see all the undulations that we've had to contend with coming off of Meall Buidhe. Guess that was tough. We're not there yet either, so we've got a way to go. So that's the first view of the top. That's Luinne Bheinn over there. It's 3 metres higher than this point here, where I am at this end of the ridge. So I'm going to go over the ridge to the other end, to the summit, and have a look around. So here we are, Luinne Bheinn, 939. I think that cairn over there is 938 according to the OS map. I'll go to it anyway just to make sure, but I'm pretty certain this is the top, and that one over there is 3 metres lower, which we've been to already. Wow, so you see where we've been now. First one of the day. Quite a difficult traverse across that was. Very tiring. So somebody coming up here. This is the first person I've seen today. Can you believe that? Wow. So I'm at the other cairn, which is a metre lower, and I'm looking across at Bheinn. That's the Munros for tomorrow. That's quite impressive, isn't it? Look at the bay. Superb views. So we're going to now head down. We're going to drop down footpath down to that locken you can see down there, skirt the locken and pick up the track I was on earlier this morning, the Land Rover track, back to Inverry. Absolutely stunning day. So as you drop down there, it's pretty much it feels vertical, very boggy, very squelchy, pretty much pathless. I lost the very faint path and made a beeline for these fence posts you can see ahead, knowing that there's a track there. I'm now again I'm pathless, I'm ignoring the track that is there. I'm going to cut over this little bit of headland and drop down to the Land Rover's track that I was on this morning. So I'm on the Land Rover track, well, what will be the Land Rover track. This takes me down to the locken, which I'll skirt round the side all the way back to Inverry. There we go, look at that, Meall Buidhe first this morning. Doesn't that look awesome? Absolutely special, spectacular. So here we are, Locan Double Cane. So we've made steady progress. Difficult underfoot. Hopefully the footing's going to get easier from here on in. We've still probably got about 6 kilometres from here back home, so a way still to go. So there's a monument that we passed earlier today, the other direction, and that's the track we took this morning. So now we're back on the Land Rover track that we walked up this morning. He's a friendly looking chap, not far from the estuary now. Stan don't know what to make of him. Hi, welcome to my Munro challenge. Today is day number 64 and I walked route number 84. I'm in the forging in Noida in Bury, and today is Friday the 22nd of April. So, 2 Munros, Meall Buidhe and Luinne Bheinn. Absolutely staggering day. It's staggering in lots of ways. Views, scenery, terrain. So, let's start. The terrain is really tough day out. Tough underfoot and a long day. It starts relatively easy, nice tracks, going up Meall Buidhe until you pass there's a bothy which is locked, and you cross a bridge, and then all of a sudden you're pathless, and then the fun pretty much starts for the rest of the day. It's extremely steep, it's pathless, and you get onto the shoulder where there should be a path, which I didn't find for some time. And so it's really tough terrain, and eventually I did find the path, which made the final ascent of Meall Buidhe easier. Let's say it's nothing difficult really once you get on the path, although it goes for quite some time. Great top, great views, absolutely fabulous, but you can see from the top everything that you've got to come. It is so rocky, it is so difficult underfoot, it's undulating. Even though you drop down to the Bilac, there's several Bilacs you've got to get down and out of before you get to the main Bilac, and before the final climb up to Bheinn Meall, which is a steep climb. It's a great climb, fabulous, and rocky, and there's a couple of 3 mile scrambles up there, and it makes for a fabulous top. There's so many views from the top, the Isle of Skye and various other islands. You can see the Munro we're going to do tomorrow, and indeed the Munro we've just done, Meall Buidhe. I thought, great, I'm going to get a reasonable path back. Well, it's just super steep and super rocky and super difficult underfoot all the way down. In fact, at one point I lost the path when it became boggy underfoot. I ended up just making a beeline off the bank side to the point where I knew I needed to be. And then you end up on the Stalker's track, which becomes a Land Rover track home, and it seems to go on forever. It's a real slog home. It's a stunning day. 18 miles, 5,000 feet of ascent, so it's a huge day, and it took me 9.5 hours.